Hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope everybody had a great Christmas and a happy New Year. Today's video will be coming at you is the top 5 places I remember going to as a kid in the 90s that no longer exist. That's right, I'm going to be bringing back some good nostalgia for you on this video. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. All right, coming in number 5 on my list is going to be the toy store I know you loved going to as a kid. And no, I'm not talking about Toys R Us. That's right, it's KB Toys. Who absolutely remembers going into KB Toys, man? As a kid, it was probably one of the best toy stores around, other than Toys R Us, of course. I remember begging my parents to go in every time we went past. I remember it used to be in the local mall, and I loved going to KB Toys as a kid. Just the memories it brings back, and just the nostalgia from KB Toys, man. I absolutely love KB Toys as a kid. One of the best toy stores around. And here's a commercial to bring back those nostalgic memories.
Batman, Barbie, PlayStation, Power Rangers, baseball, Pocahontas, pirate ships, KB's in the shopping mall, Skydancer, Street Hockey, Fire Rangers, check it out. Goggles, Gap, Teddy Brushes, that's what KB's all about. X-Men, Skateboards, Looney Tunes, Spider-Man, and Frisbee. Doesn't matter what you want, you'll find it down at KB. Batman, Barbie, PlayStation, Power Rangers, baseball, Pocahontas, pirate ships, KB's in the shopping mall, X-Men, Skateboards, Looney Tunes, Spider-Man, and Frisbee. Doesn't matter what you want, you'll find it down at KB. Twister in the mall, the one that's got it all.
Man, can I just tell you how many memories just flowed back from just that one single commercial? Man, if we could only go back to the 90s again and be a kid again and just go back into KB Toys and experience that toy store one more time. If only we knew as an adult just what we would actually be missing out on as we no longer have a KB Toys. Man, what a shame. All right, and number 4 on my list, it's just a store that obviously needs no introduction. It's the iconic movie store of the 90s, one of the best movie stores to this day, I believe, even though I think there's only one that exists, and I think it's just like a museum nonetheless. But that, of course, is Blockbuster. Man, I can remember going to Blockbuster as a kid and just browsing forever. My parents used to get so mad at me because I would take so long to pick out the movie that I wanted to watch, and usually they would let me get two. And man, just trying to pick out two kids' movies as a kid, it was just like, man, I wish I could go back. I wish I could just go back and pick out the VHSs again, just like the old times at Blockbuster.
This is the new release of the latest Hollywood hit. And this is how many copies many video stores have to rent. But this is how many copies Blockbuster video stores have to rent. Not just more new movies, more copies of more new movies. So if you're hoping to see a Blockbuster hit tonight, pop into the store with the difference you can see. Blockbuster Video has more movies than anyone in the world.
If only we could go back and rent one more game, one more VHS tape. If only we could go back. Just the memories Blockbuster could bring back for us. Man, the nostalgia. If only we could go back to the 90s. All right, moving right along. Number 3 on my list is a place that I remember going to as a kid. It just had so much cool stuff in the store. Let's say, growing up as a kid in the 90s, walking into this store, you would see just like new technology that gives you a hint what the store is. And it was just like, just the nostalgia of this place. What other store could I be talking about than Radio Shack? That's right, Radio Shack. Man, can you just remember walking back into Radio Shack as a kid in the 90s? I remember they used to have big glass shelves in the middle of the store. They had like the newest like radios. Man, I remember the CB radios they had. They had just like the coolest technology in Radio Shack. Man, just back then in those times, just the technology they had when you was a kid, it just blew my mind. I really wish we could go back to Radio Shack.
At Radio Shack, we carry thousands of electronic parts and accessories. Accessories that make what you already own work better, sound better, play better.
Help! Help!
Just tell us what you need.
Help!
We've even got those hard-to-get items, Radio Shack. You've got questions, we've got answers.
Oh boy, looking back at Radio Shack now, just the price comparisons from stuff at Radio Shack compared back then to today's prices. I mean, could you imagine paying $200 plus for a house phone? I mean, just the advances in technology and just it's crazy to see how far we've come. Definitely if you want to get a huge nostalgia rush, look up some Radio Shack ads from the 90s. It'll blow your mind. It's pretty cool to see how things have come since then. All right, and now that this nostalgia train's still going, let's go ahead and jump into number two. Now, this store I don't remember going to a lot as a kid, but I do remember seeing it, and I do have memories of the statues and stuff. And that store would be the Warner Brothers Studio store. I don't know if you guys remember this store. I remember walking by it in the mall. I remember the huge Bugs Bunny statues. Man, the Sylvester and Tweety statues. They had so many cool things in this store, and I'm sure this commercial will bring back some memories for you.
Well, Christmas is coming. Not a lot of time to find the right gifts for everybody.
Where can stocking?
There's so much Christmas fun at the Warner Brothers Studio Store.
Oh, you handsome devil.
And great values, too.
Cheese. Oh, good taste. Better taste.
The Warner Brothers Studio Store. Great gifts to wear.
My shorts.
And great gifts
To eat.
Call 1-800-4WARNER for the Warner Brothers Studio Store nearest you.
All right, well, hopefully that brought back a little nostalgia for you, and to all my Warner Brothers fans out there, hopefully that brings back some good memories too. But moving right along, we got to keep going. Coming in at number one, you won't believe what I have in store for you. This one definitely, you'll just wait and see. You'll see. All right, so without further ado, coming in at number one is a place that I absolutely loved going to as a kid. I can remember begging my parents to go like every weekend. It was only like a 20-30 minute drive from where I lived growing up as a kid. And this place brought back so many memories just doing the research on it. I really wish, if they brought it back today, I guarantee you I would be one of the first grown-ups going in there, even if I couldn't play anymore. And that place is Discovery Zone. I don't know if you guys remember this. Growing up in the 90s, Discovery Zone was the spot. I mean, it was like Chuck E. Cheese, but 100 times better. It was like almost if you could take the McDonald's play place in the 90s as a kid growing up and just timesing that by 100 and putting it inside a big building. I can remember the huge ball pits, the slides. I remember going in the tubes on the ceilings and just crawling around, having so much fun at Discovery Zone. I'm just getting chills thinking about it right now. But just watch this commercial and just let the nostalgia memories just keep flowing back like they do for me.
Running swing here? I don't think so. Climb and slide here? I don't think so. Then where? I'm going DC at Discovery Zone, where I can cut loose and be on my own.
DC is made just for me, the place where I can really cut loose. It's all here.
Jump and tumble here? I don't think so. I'm going DC, where kids wanna be.
All right, so who's inventing the time machine so we can go back to DZ? Just the memories I have at Discovery Zone, and I'm sure the memories you guys have too, are just amazing. I wish we could all just go back and have fun again like we used to in the 90s as kids at Discovery Zone. All right, and that is that. That is the top 5 places that I remember going to as a kid in the 90s and that I wish I could still go to today. And like I said, if somebody could invent a time machine so we can all go back to the 90s and enjoy all that again, that would be great. But I appreciate everybody sticking around to the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on so you guys know when I post new videos. Don't forget, comment down below, any of your 90s memories. Give me some video ideas, 90s places that you guys used to go as a kid that no longer exist. Or hey, even if it still exists, maybe it could be a good video. You never know. Just don't forget, comment down below, show some love. But until next time, remember, stay fly, stay fresh, and keep it 90s, my friends. Peace.